Hi, we are Emily and Kat from the Anchor team, and we're here to tell you what happens when Ricky's family is referred to our team. Meet Ricky and his family. He and his parents are having a hard time. Things aren't feeling that happy or safe for Ricky and his parents. They feel stuck and need help to make things at home and school feel more calm and settled. So how does Ricky's story reach the Anchor team? Ricky's parents call up to speak to the ATV help desk. After a chat with the help desk worker, they agree that a referral to the Anchor team could be helpful. The social worker completes a form on behalf of Ricky and his family. Families may also be referred to Anchor by health teams such as CAMHS or Children's Social Care. So who are the Anchor team?
The Anchor team are part of Adopt Thames Valley. We are a multidisciplinary therapeutic team made up of clinical psychologists, senior practitioners, an educational psychologist, and an occupational therapist. We are also supported by an administrator, team manager, and clinical lead. We work with adoptive families across Berkshire and Swindon, and special guardianship families in Wokingham and the Royal Borough of Windsor and Maidenhead. We specialise in childhood trauma, attachment, and therapeutic parenting. Emily, can you tell us what happens when Anchor receive Ricky's referral?
Yes, of course, Kat. Once we receive this referral for Ricky, we discuss it in our team meeting to help us decide whether we are the right team to offer support. We learn that Ricky's adoptive parents have sought out support from the Anchor team due to increasing tensions in the home and concerns relating to Ricky's development. This sounds like an appropriate referral for our team, and so we decide to offer Ricky's family an initial assessment. When we don't think that we are the right team for the family, we let the referrer know and give an explanation. We may also signpost to alternate services that would better meet the needs of the family. Now that we have accepted the referral, our administrator will contact Ricky's parents via email with a date and time for the initial assessment. Ricky's parents also receive several questionnaires to complete online about his current functioning, as well as their relationship to Ricky before the assessment can happen. It is important that we have this information about Ricky, as it helps us to understand his main strengths and difficulties and helps us to target our interventions. We also use these questionnaires to evaluate how effective the support we provide is and review progress. Let's see how to complete the questionnaires online now. When you click on the link, this is what you will see. Scroll down until you see the Complete Form button, and once you click on this link, it will take you through to the questionnaires. These are specifically for parents and carers to complete about your child. Just submit when you are done and they will come through to us.
So, what happens during Ricky's initial assessment? Ricky's parents are invited to meet with an Anchor clinician. This can be face-to-face or online. Occasionally, we need to meet more than once to gather all the information we need to make our assessment. We usually have our first meeting with just the parents. We do this because we find it often easier for you to speak openly without your child present. We are also aware that Ricky may have had many professionals involved with his life. Meeting unnecessarily with us may be confusing and distressing for him. We want to understand you and your child's family history, how your child is currently functioning at home and at school, the attachment relationship between you and your child, and how your child's difficulties impact upon them and their family. Now that Ricky's initial assessment has taken place, what happens next? We share what we have learnt about Ricky and his family with our multidisciplinary team. We now know that Ricky is 6 years old and he was adopted aged 18 months. Prior to his adoption, Ricky experienced significant neglect and was often left unattended in his cot for long periods of time. As a result, Ricky did not walk until joining his new family. Ricky experienced domestic violence in his birth family and continues to be on high alert in his new home and school. He struggles when his mum needs to go to work and can shout in his dad's face. Mornings are particularly difficult for Ricky. He still needs help getting dressed. and he can have big emotional outbursts, including hitting his own head with his hands, sometimes throwing objects towards his parents. His parents find it takes a long period of time to help him soothe so that he can continue his day. Ricky can seem resistant to attend school in the mornings. He cannot walk through the classroom without bumping into desks or tripping over objects in his path, which he finds hard. Ricky is able to read as well as his peers, but struggles with his writing. Ricky is finding friendships difficult in school. He often feels that other children are picking on him and struggles to make it through break time without a conflict or emotional outburst. School staff have reached a point where they are not sure how to keep Ricky safe and happy in school. As a team, we talk about Ricky's needs and get everyone's specialist input before deciding what we can offer. We decide that Ricky's family could absolutely benefit from our input. We then write a summary letter outlining a plan for our next steps. So, what might the support for Ricky actually look like? We'll work together with Ricky's family to support Ricky and his parents to make positive changes and build healthy relationships, with the aim of supporting Ricky to reach his potential and thrive. To achieve this aim, we may offer a range of therapeutic groups, offering an opportunity to Ricky's parents to learn while sharing their own experiences and knowledge with others in similar situations. We may offer parent-carer consultations. Working with Ricky's parents, our aim is to help them with the difficult task of reparenting a child who has experienced trauma and disruption. Individual or family work. We are often asked, why don't you just work with my child? There are situations where we may work with young people directly, but we believe that by working with you, or with you and your child together, we can support you to bring about the change that you desire. We may work with the wider support network. We work closely with other teams such as the ATV Permanent Support and CAMS to make sure we can best meet Ricky's family's needs.
We are also fortunate to have an educational psychologist and occupational therapist in our team, who can provide specialist input around a child's educational and sensory needs. We work closely as a team and meet regularly with the families we support to review progress and ensure we are understanding and meeting the individual needs of each family. To help with this, we might revisit our initial therapy goals, seek feedback, and make joint plans as to when to end our work. We specialise in understanding the experiences of adoptive and special guardianship families, but recognise that you are the expert on your family. Thank you for listening, and we hope to meet and support more families like Ricky's in the near future.